Good evening and welcome back inside FNB Field here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, as we get set to kick off the weekend. Game number 4 of 6 between the Reading Fightin Phils and the Harrisburg Senators. Welcome into the pregame show. I am Jake Starr. Appreciate you spending part of your Friday night with myself. Well, we look back on last night's ball game, and it was a well-played, a cleanly played, which was much needed for the Fightin Phils. 4-1 wire-to-wire victory for Reading. It was timely hits, which included home runs from Cade Fergus and Leandro Pineda, along with strong pitching and timely pitching in stressful situations that carried the Fightin Phils. Mitch Newborn got it started. 4 scoreless innings for him, allowed just 1 hit. Gunnar Mayer followed 2 innings. Andrew Bechtold tossed an inning. And then Jack Dallas finished off the game with the final 2 innings of work. Tonight, the Fightin Phils send number 11 prospect and member of the Phillies 40-man roster, Gene Cabrera, to the mound looking for back-to-back wins and a chance to even up this series. But they'll go up against Kyle Luckham, a familiar right-handed arm for the Senators. That's all coming up in about 15 minutes' time. But for now, we're going to step aside for the first time on our pregame show tonight. When we come back, we continue our conversation with Phillies Director of Player Development, Luke Merton. That conversation's coming up when the pregame show rolls on after this. Back on the pregame show, it's time for the national anthem tonight at FNB Field, so we'll step aside one final time. We'll have lineups and first pitch for you right after this on the Fightin Phillies Radio Network. Good evening and welcome inside FNB Field in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for game number 4 of this week's series between the Reading Fightin Phillies and the Harrisburg Senators. My name is Jake Starr. Appreciate you spending time with me on this Friday night from our state's capital. And with the Senators in the field, let's take a look at how the Fightin Phillies line up tonight. Aiden Miller leads off for the 4th straight game, plays shortstop. Alex Pinellas, the bats second. Keaton Anthony is third. Snapped his 12-game hitting streak last night, but he's still on a 21-game on base streak. Henry Mendez fourth in left field. Leandro Pineda bats fifth, plays right. Robert Morris sixth at second. Luis Verdugo plays third, bats seventh. Andrick Nava eighth, makes his first start of the week at catcher. And Cade Fergus, after homering last night, bats ninth and plays center. Warming up on the mound for the Senators, getting the start tonight is Kyle Luckham. Luckham making his 11th start overall, 4-2 record, 2.56 ERA, 56 and 1/3 innings pitched, 58 hits allowed, 16 walks, 35 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .272 against Kyle Luckham this season. Take a look at the defense behind Luckham tonight. Staley plays first, Madej at second, King at short, Wallace plays third. In the outfield, De La Cruz in right, Thomas in center, Glazer in left, and for the second night in the no, Maxwell Romero is the battery mate for Kyle Luckham. Umpiring crew tonight, same as Tuesday. Davian Fry has balls and strikes. Trevor Patience is at third. Jack Wasson, our crew chief, is our third base ump to round out our 3-man Eastern League umpiring crew. Another beautiful night, 77 degrees, pretty humid here on City Island. There were some passing showers earlier in the day. Game time temperature, as always, presented by All Temp Enterprises. And our Fightin Phillies starting lineup is presented by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Aiden Miller, Phillies #2 overall prospect, will dig on in from the right-handed batter's box. Kyle Luckham, the tall righty, 25-year-old, is ready to go with the first pitch. Miller will take that for a called strike. The count is 0-1. 7:02, first pitch time tonight. And as we said, 77 degrees, sunny skies, slight breeze here in Harrisburg. 0-1, swinging a foul ball straight down. It's 0-2 here to Aiden Miller. Miller, 239 on the season, hitless across his last 2. Did walk 3 times in last night's ball game. A total that matched a season high and a career high for the 3rd time in his career. 0-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Thor doesn't like it. He has words for Davian Fry before he walks back to the dugout. But nonetheless, it's a 3-pitch strikeout for Kyle Luckham to start this game. And that'll bring Alex Pinellas up to the plate. Luckham's faced Reading one prior time this year. May the 2nd, went 7 shutout innings, allowed 4 hits, struck out 6. First pitch, swing and a miss from Pinellas, 0-1. Behind a 92-mile-per-hour fastball from Kyle Luckham. And the 0-1 from the righty. Swing and a fly ball hit towards left. Slicing down the line. Glaser, the left footer, runs over, but it'll go out of play foul, 0-2. Pinellas 2 for 238 on the early going with the Fightin Phillies. Was hitless last night, 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. And the pitch. Down at the feet, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Pinellas. Pinellas just 1 for 8 so far this week. Had a double on a Tuesday night for the Fightin Phillies. And Luckham's 1-2. This is up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harrisburg comes out tonight in their Star Wars specialty jerseys, white pants, red caps. Fightin Phillies for the 2nd straight night wear their road gray uniforms with red caps when in the field. 2-2. Swing and a foul ball straight down. Count stays even at 2. Pinellas released by the Red Sox on May 23rd. Signed by the Phillies just 4 days later on the 27th. He's been with Reading ever since then. And the 2-2 again. Pinellas takes. Still appeal at 3rd. Started and stopped. Wasn't really close, and Trevor Patience confirms that. So count full now. 1 out, top of the 1st, and a scoreless ball game to Alex Pinellas. And the righty Luckham is ready. Overhead windup and deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pinellas out in front of a cutter at 88 from Luckham. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this game for the righty. And that'll bring Keaton Anthony to the plate.
Batting 3rd, first baseman number 3, Keaton Anthony.
So Anthony digs in from the right side. He was hitless in last night's ball game. First pitch to him. Up and in, 1-0 to the righty bat. So he snapped a 12-game hitting streak, which he hit 400 over from May the 22nd to June the 4th. 1-0. Up and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Anthony, though, did walk in last night's game, so he extended his on-base streak to 21. Surpassed Otto Kemp's high water mark from last season of 20. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line, but foul and out of play. It's 2-1. Anthony's now 21-game on-base streak is the longest on-base streak by an RFL since current Harrisburg right fielder Carlos De La Cruz reached him 38 straight back in 2023. 2-1. Anthony swinging a foul ball straight back and out of play. It's 2-2. So a couple of long at-bats worked here by Pinellas and Anthony after Aiden Miller went down on 3 pitches to start this game. Luckham had 14 pitches so far tonight. And the righty fires. Anthony swings and he drives one towards the left, but the yard will hold it. Philip Glaser, a couple of steps to his right, makes the catch. And that will retire the side here in the 1st. Anthony drove it hard, but right to Glaser. And Reading goes down in order in the top of the 1st. We will head to the home half of the 1st. Reading, nothing. Harrisburg coming to bat. Bottom half of the first inning here from FNB Field in Harrisburg. Reading went down in order in the top half of the inning. Now let's take a look at how the Senators line up tonight. Philip Glasser leads off in left field. Seaver King, the shortstop, bats second. Carlos De La Cruz is third, plays right. Joe Naranjo, the DH, bats fourth. Caden Wallace, fifth, he plays third. Murphy Staley is sixth at first. Max Romero Jr., the catcher, bats seventh. Kevin Bidet, eighth at second. Jonathan Thomas bats ninth and is in center. Gene Cabrera makes a start tonight for the Fightin Phillies, his 11th, 1-3, a 4.01 ERA, 51 2/3 innings pitched, 38 hits, 32 walks, 47 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .202 against Gene Cabrera this season. Cabrera, a 23-year-old, 6 foot, 145-pounder, and he is ready to go. First pitch home. Glasser swings, hits it in the air, out towards left. In and to his right is Mendez. He'll make the catch. And that's out number one. So one pitch, one out, retires Glasser. And here's a look at the rest of the Reading defense. So Mendez in left, rest of the outfield is Ferguson center, Pineda in right. Keaton Anthony back at first, Robert Moore at second, Aiden Miller at short, Luis Verdugo at third. Andrick Nava is the catcher tonight for the Fightin Phils. Here's Seaver King, first pitch. Is over for a called strike. It's 0-1. Sinker at 95 from Gene Cabrera. 0-1. At the knees for a called strike. 0-2. Cabrera sports the bright blue glove, short sleeves tonight, and the road gray jerseys for the Fightin Phils. Wastes little time for the 0-2. Get outside, 1-2. King in his first week with AA Harrisburg, making his fourth start. 214 so far, the pitch. Swinging a softly hit ground ball third. Brunellis charges Fields, fires the first. Throw is low. Dug up by Anthony, but not in time. That will be a base hit for Seaver King. Not much they could do at third for the Fightin Phils. So one out single for King. That'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate.
Number 22, Carlos De La Cruz.
De La Cruz digs in from the right side, one out, bottom one. 63 was the exit velocity on that last pitch. First pitch to De La Cruz is a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball that clipped the knees of the 6 foot 8 inch Carlos De La Cruz. 0-1 is swung on and fouled straight back. 0-2. With tonight being Star Wars night here at FNB Field, I really hope the Harrisburg Senators marketing department did what Reading's did last year and 2 years ago with Carlos and do some sort of comparison to Chewbacca, because De La Cruz might be the only player who's as tall as Chewbacca. The 0-2 is bounced. Go dig up by Andrick Nava, the catcher tonight. And it's 1-2. Carlos, 233 on the season. He's got 6 home runs. 4 of those have come against the Fightin Phils this year in 8 games. Next pitch is a ball. Throw to second as the runner takes off is low and also not in time. So Seaver King has second base stolen. That's his first AA stolen base. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Carlos De La Cruz now with a man on second. They won't hold King on. He'll get a lead off second. De La Cruz, a 274 hitter with runners in scoring position. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And that is strike number 3. So first strikeout tonight for Gene Cabrera. 2 outs in the first for Joe Naranjo.
The Sheets RBI guy, designated hitter number 20, Joe Naranjo.
So Naranjo, the DH, digs in from the left side. Gene Cabrera looking to work around that infield single and stolen base to get out of this frame. We'll check the runner and deal home. It's a breaking pitch. That's the top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Naranjo, a 247 hitter on the season. He's got a home run, 18 runs driven in. He's a 265 hitter with runners in scoring position. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball foul down the right field line. Gets past the awaiting Delano DeShields in the first base coach's box for the Senators. Harrisburg a bit unconventional in that sense, where their manager, Delano DeShields, is their first base coach, and Oscar Salazar, who is listed as their developmental coach, is at third. Nothing in two outs, bottom one. Still a scoreless game as Seaver King is deep and takes a big lead at second. The pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate, it's 1-2. Not a bad spot on that sinker from Gene Cabrera. 13th pitch of this first inning. Right-handed arms looking to get out of it. Long look home as the pitch clock dwindles beneath 3. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Deflected off Cabrera. Goes right to Robert Moore at second. Tried to make a quick late adjustment, but he still gobbles it up and throws the first in time. And that will retire the side in the first. No run to the Senators on a hit. They do leave one man on base. We played one on to the second. Still scoreless from FNB Field. International Fireworks is the official fireworks sponsor of the Artfields fireworks shows during the 2025 season. At their store at 242 Sycamore Road in Douglasville, or visit fireworksrus.com. Top of the second inning, still a scoreless ball game between Reading and Harrisburg. Fightin Phillies will send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate here in the frame. Hendry Mendez, the cleanup hitter, will lead things off for Reading.
Leading off the top of the second for Reading, left fielder number 18, Hendry Mendez.
Kyle Luckham is back out for his second inning of work. Made quick work of the Fightin Phils on 15 pitches in the top half of the first inning. So Mendez in from the left side. Luckham, the righty's first pitch, is swung on and a ground ball softly hit the first. Fielded by Staley. He'll take it to the bag himself. That's out number 1. So that'll bring Leandro Pineda up for the Fightin Phils. After a home run in last night's game, Pineda up to the 5 spot in the lineup after hitting 7th last night. Pineda will dig on in from the left side. 1 out, top 2. Still a scoreless game in Luckham's first pitch. At the knees for a called strike, 0-1. Change up at 84 from Luckham. Fightin Phils have seen Luckham before. Next pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. This is his 5th appearance against Reading. 3-1, a 4.74 ERA over his first 4. 12 strikeouts, 4 walks over 19 innings pitched. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pineda chases a changeup in the dirt. 3rd strikeout for Kyle Luckham tonight. And that'll bring Robert Moore to the plate. So already 3 strikeouts through an inning and 2/3 for Kyle Luckham, who's not really a high-volume strikeout pitcher. Entering tonight, it just struck out 35 in 56 1/3 innings pitched. Here's Robert Moore, first pitch. And that's at the letters for a strike, 0-1. 5.6 strikeout per 9 inning ratio. So he's already pacing a bit better than that tonight. 0-1. Moore swing and a foul ball straight back. It's 0-2. Moore had the night off last night. One for 8 in the series. Next pitch is a bit up 1-2. Moore 213 on the season. He's got 5 home runs, 20 runs driven in. Him and Aiden Miller are tied for the team lead in homers this year with 5. And the 1-2 from Luckham. Swing and a rocket foul down the left field line. It'll stay 1-2. Ricochets off the sidewall where manager Al Padrique will pick it up. Looks like Moore may have broken his bat there, so he's going to exchange it out for a new bat. Usually when that happens, someone will bring him out a new bat, but Moore walked right into the dugout, put his old bat down, grabbed his new bat. Wanted to make sure everything went seamlessly with that transition. So 1-2, 2 outs to Robert Moore. Top 2, scoreless game. Luckham yet to allow a base runner. And his pitch. Swing and a foul ball. It stays 1-2. Ball rolled to the backstop off the bat of Robert Moore. Luckham ready again, the 1-2. Swing and a fly ball hit out towards right. Carlos De La Cruz, though, the right fielder has it sized up a couple of steps in front of the warning track. He will make the catch. So another 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Luckham. Fightin Fields go down in order in the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless from Harrisburg. Bottom half of the second inning is brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living, not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, PA, outside of Lebanon. So still scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. Gene Cabrera completes his warm-up tosses, and he'll get 5, 6, and 7. Manager Delano DeShields' his lineup. First man to the plate will be Caden Wallace, the 5-hitter in the lineup. Wallace will dig in from the right side. As it looks like our in-between innings promotion is dragging on a little extra long, so home plate umpire Davian Fry will step out in front of home plate. Gene Cabrera is kind of just staring at it. I don't think Gene is too pleased, as they rush to get that off the field. So after a brief delay, we're about ready to go in this bottom half of the second inning. Still a scoreless ball game as the third baseman Caden Wallace will dig in from the right side. Cabrera already ready to go. As soon as Wallace is established, he's going to start his delivery, and that's what he does and fires. Swinging a fly ball hit towards shallow right. Darting in is Pineda towards the line, and the right fielder makes the catch for out number 1. So just like in the first, 1 pitch and 1 out for Gene Cabrera. That'll bring Murphy Staley, the first baseman, to the plate for Harrisburg. Staley, whose walk-up song is Kashmir by Led Zeppelin, of course famously used by former Phil Chase Utley. First pitch is a bit up and into the righty. It's 1-0. Staley, a .388 hitter on the season. He's got 3 home runs, 10 runs driven in. Next pitch is a bit down, 2-0. Sinker at 93 from Gene Cabrera. Two-0 home. That one just misses off the outer edge, 3-0. Second time Cabrera's seen Harrisburg in his career, both times this year. Pitched against them on May the 1st at home, the 3-0. That's there for a called strike, 3-1. No decision in that game, 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs. Walked 5, struck out 4, and the next pitch is down for a ball 4. So first walk of the night issued by Gene Cabrera, and that'll bring Maxwell Romero to the plate with a 1-out base runner aboard.
Maxwell Romero Jr.
Walks have been the trouble spot for Cabrera this year, that being his 33rd. First pitch is a strike 0-1. Entered tonight with the second most walks allowed in the Eastern League this year at that 32. 0-1. Swing and a tapper foul, right side. It's 0-2. Rest of the numbers, though, for Cabrera, pretty good. ERA south of 4. It's at 3.91 right now. Striking out a hair under a guy per inning. Opponents are hitting just 202 against him. Next pitch is swung on another tapper foul. Right side, it stays 0-2. 6th in the league in opponents' batting average at 202. 8th in the Eastern League in innings pitch at 51 2/3. Nothing into the count to Romero. Catcher who struck out 4 times last night. Next pitch, runner goes. Swung on, ground ball towards first. Anthony Fields flips to Cabrera, covering the bag. It's in time. So that is out number 2. Staley does get up to second successfully. And that'll bring Kevin Madej, the second baseman, to the plate for Harrisburg. Kevin Madej, the 22-year-old, digs in from the right side. 2 outs in a scoreless second. And the first pitch home. Low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Madej, a 283 hitter. Good week so far. 4 for 8 with an RBI. 1-0. Breaking pitch, he's way out in front of. It's 1-1. Infield plays deep against Madej. Left side pretty straight out. Moore at second, shaded towards the bag. Anthony's off the bag and deep in the hole at first. 1-1 is a check swing. He did go around, and it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom 2. Still scoreless as Murphy Staley, the lone base runner, leads off of second. "27 pitches for Gene Cabrera. Righty will appear home to his catcher, Andrik Nava, and get his sign. The 1-2. On the inside corner, caught, strike 3. Second strikeout tonight for Gene Cabrera. That'll retire the side in the second. No runs for the Senators, no hits, 1 man left. We played 2 on to the third. Still scoreless here from FNB Field. We here at the Fightin Phillies want to thank our good friends at Pepsi for presenting a 2025 season here in Baseball Town. Go Fightin Phillies and drink more Pepsi. Top half of the third inning, still a scoreless ball game here from FNB Field in Harrisburg. Once again, I'm Jake Starr. Appreciate you spending part of your Friday evening with us to kick off your weekend. Some storms passed through here earlier on in the day, but they have cleared up. Skies are sunny, and there was a threat of rain tonight, but it looks like we're in good shape. And also for the second straight inning, the in-between inning entertainment has extended into the start of the inning. So they finally clear the field. Everyone gets to their positions. So Luis Verdugo leads off for Reading. Kyle Luckham is back out. 7-8-9 due up. First pitch home is low and away. It's 1-0. Luis Verdugo, 158 on the season. 3 home runs, 17 runs driven in. Pitch home. I'll take that for a called strike. It's 1-1. 2 for 6 so far this week for Verdugo. He's scored a couple of runs. He's walked twice and has struck out just once. 1-1. Slider at the knees for a called strike, 1-2. Verdugo was a minor league free agent signing by the Phillies this past offseason. Spent last season with Tennessee in the Cubs system. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Verdugo behind a fastball at 93. So 4 strikeout tonight for Luckham. That'll bring Andrick Nava to the plate with 1 out here in the third.
Catcher number 25, Andrick Nava.
Luckham's season high in strikeouts is 6. Did that on May the 2nd against Reading in 7 innings. First pitch to Nava, swinging a foul ball back. It's 0-1. And he's already at 4 through 2 1/3. He struck out 4 of the 7 batters that he has faced tonight. So pacing pretty well is Kyle Luckham this evening. And the 0-1. Nava swinging a foul straight back. It's 0-2. First game of the week for Andrick Nava is a .226 hitter on the season, and the 0-2 is down low to the switch hitting bat, who's from the left side. It's 1-2. Nava playing basically about once a week right now. The other 5 days have been shared by Paul McIntosh and Josh Bro. 1-2. Swinging a foul tip. Squeezed by Romero Jr. And that's strikeout number 5 for Kyle Luckham tonight. 2 outs here in the third, and that'll bring Cade Fergus to the plate. Reading may be getting some help in their catcher's position soon. Jordan Disson's been on rehab with Jersey Shore for about a week now. Caleb Ricketts yesterday began a rehab with the Clearwater Threshers. First pitch to Fergus, swings and fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Ricketts had a hit, including a double in his first rehab start for Clearwater yesterday. That'll be a nice bat to get back in the lineup here in the short term. 0-1. Fergus swinging a miss, 0-2. Fergus hit last night. 1 for 4 total. Hit a 2-run home run to right in the 3rd inning of yesterday's ball game. But so far for Reading, bats have been quiet. 8 up, 8 down. 2 outs in the 3rd, scoreless game. Luckham fires the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Fergus down on strikes. And Kyle Luckham strikes out the side here in the 3rd. And he's already reached a season high in strikeouts with 6. Fightin Phillies go down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still scoreless from City Island.
Your 30 bathroom break is sponsored by
We go to the bottom half of the third inning, and this inning is brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. You can expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. Gene Cabrera finishes up his warm-up tosses here in a scoreless game in the bottom half of the third. He will get 9, 1, and 2 of the Senators lineup. First man who'll face this frame is the righty Jonathan Thomas. Thomas will dig on in from the right side. And Cabrera, the righty from the windup, deals, and that is up and in, hits Thomas. Or no, they're going to say it was a foul ball, so you'll take that if you're Reading. It's 0-1. You look at the replay, kind of just turn the knob of the bat right into it. Damian Fry, the home plate umpire, quick to make that call. So no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that time it does hit him. So Cabrera loses a curveball inside. Back-to-back pitches that missed up and into Jonathan Thomas. Third base runner of the night for Harrisburg, this time by a hit by pitch. And that'll flip the lineup card over for the second time tonight and bring Philip Glaser to the plate for the Senators. So for the third time tonight, once in each inning, Cabrera moves to the stretch. And his first one home. Runner starts and stops. Andrej Nava still threw it down. Pitch was a ball. It's 1-0 as Thomas stands on first. Thomas, a pair of stolen bases so far in 2 attempts since joining Harrisburg on May 23rd. So 1-0 the count to Glaser. Next pitch is a curveball that gets the top of the zone for a strike. It's 1-1. Glaser 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Flew out to the left fielder Hendry Mendez on the first pitch he saw tonight. 1-1, runner does go. Pitch is swung on and fouled to the right side. It's 1-2. So Thomas will have to head back to first. Sunny skies, wind pretty much non-existent. Temperature reads 77 degrees right now. Pretty humid out though today. There were some thunderstorms that rolled through the area earlier around 2:30, 3 o'clock, but that's been it so far. Long hold from Cabrera as he's set. And that's going to be a pitch clock violation, or is it going to be a timeout? It'll be a timeout. Andrej Nava caught it at the last second. Yeah, Cabrera, when there's nobody on, works quick as could be. When guys are on, though, he will wait till that pitch clock is pretty much down to the wire before going. Comes set with 7 seconds and fires. And that is on the outside corner, called strike 3. Got a curveball. You get Glaser looking. Third strikeout tonight for Cabrera. First out of the inning, and that'll bring the shortstop, Seaver King, to the plate. So King is in from the right side. He has singled his only time up tonight. And time is called. Another long pause from Cabrera. Now Al Patrique is going to come out too, but no trainer is joining in on this conversation. Al jumped quickly out of the dugout. Joined Andrej Nava. I don't know if there was some indecision on the 23-year-old pitcher's part. Al Patrique figured he would get out there and figure out exactly what it was. Usually when you see the manager in a situation like this, you're expecting or you're fearing there's an injury, but that wasn't the case. So interesting what transpired there, but nonetheless, Cabrera comes ready here against Seaver King, and the pitch is a strike. Throw to second from Nava, goes into center field. So Thomas has second stolen. He goes to third on a throwing error by Andrej Nava. And now that'll put a runner on third with 1 out here in the inning. Second error of the season on Andrik Nava. And, of course, doesn't play much. Not using that as an excuse, but probably isn't as sharp as it usually would be. Next pitch is swung on a miss, 0-2. The count to Seaver King. Reading does move the infield up. Scoreless ball game at bottom 3. And the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball through the hole, left side, base hit. Jonathan Thomas scores. It's an RBI single for Seaver King. And the Senators strike first tonight. It's 1-0. Second AA RBI for King. He's already got a pair of hits tonight. So Harrisburg leads 1-0. Infield moves back with 1 out. Carlos De La Cruz will dig in. First one to him, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. De La Cruz 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out swinging back in the first. 232 hitter. He's got 6 home runs. 4 of those have come against Reading this season. Next pitch is a pitch out, and it's 1-1. De La Cruz had 2 home runs at Reading in early May, and he has 2 this week, both of the walk-off variety on Tuesday and Wednesday. 1-1, swing and a miss. Runner does go, throw to second. It's a better one, but still a little bit high, and Robert Moore can't get the tag down in time. So it's the second stolen base for Seaver King today. 3rd overall for Harrisburg base runners. It is a 1-ball and 2-strike count here, though, to Carlos De La Cruz. Nava 3 for 16 and throwing base stealers out this year, about a 150 mark. And the 1-2 is up and in tight to De La Cruz, 2-2. So after a pretty clean game last night, this 3rd inning looking more like what we saw from Reading on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Hit by pitch, an error, eventually helps lead to that run for Harrisburg. 2-2 was low and away, 3-2. So a full count, 1 out to Carlos De La Cruz. Bottom 3, 1-0. Fightin Phil's on top. Fightin Phil's trail. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a blooper towards shallow left. Miller's out over the shoulder. Can't make the catch. It falls beyond him in left field. So a bloop single for Carlos De La Cruz. Up to 3rd goes Seaver King. So back-to-back hits for the Senators. And I'll put runners on the corners with 1 out still for the cleanup man, Joe Naranjo. Big spot here early in this game for Gene Cabrera and the Fightin Phils. Naranjo digs in, 0 for 1 tonight, ground out the second. You'll certainly take that again. First pitch is a ball up, it's 1-0. Slider at 82 from Gene Cabrera. (1-0). That's down. 2 balls and no strikes to the lefty, Naranjo. Luis Verdugo's about even with the bag at 3rd. A step and a dive off the line. Keaton Anthony holds the runner at 1st. Moore straight up at 2nd, in about a step, and Miller towards the bag at short. Next pitch is a curveball that's in for a called strike. It's 2-1. Double play ball would be huge here. 46 pitches for Gene Cabrera so far through 2 1/3. This is the most trouble he's been in tonight. The pitch, swing, ground ball foul right side. Count goes 2-2. Naranjo, a 265 hitter this year with runners in scoring position. Pitch to him, swing and a foul ball to the backstop. It stays 2-2. Seaver King on 3rd, Carlos De La Cruz on 1st. 1 out, bottom 3. So double play is in order. Should Cabrera get a hard hit ground ball here? 2-2. Swung on, popped up in the infield, left side. Verdugo's caught off by the shortstop Miller, who makes the catch, and that's a big second out. And that'll bring Caden Wallace to the plate for Harrisburg.
Third base, number 10, Caden Wallace.
So Caden Wallace digs in. He's 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. He's got men on the corners for him, 2 outs. Infield back with the exception of Keaton Anthony, who still holds De La Cruz on at first. And the pitch is low and away. It's 1-0. Of course, the thought process there with holding De La Cruz is you want to keep him on that bag, because if there is a single, you'd rather just the 1-run score than 2 should Carlos get the second. Time's called as they're looking at it in center field. Not sure what for, but time is back in. So 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch home is low, and it gets away from the catcher. Nava coming home is King. He'll score. That'll be a wild pitch on Gene Cabrera. So King scores. That makes it 2-0. De La Cruz up to second. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Cabrera looking a little frustrated out on the mound. Definitely the Fightin Phil's pitcher is the one who will visibly show the most frustration. And of course, the key is just not letting it spill over. He had a balk in Portland where he kind of really showed some frustration, but was able to channel that and get out of the inning. See if he can do the same here. He's at 51 pitches, 2-0, 2 outs to Caden Wallace. We'll check De La Cruz at second and deal. And the pitch misses up, it's 3-0. So the entirety of the infield's back. The right side of Anthony at first, Moore at second, is shifted towards the middle a bit. Outfield deep and straight up. And the 3-0. Swinging a foul ball straight back, it's 3-1. Wallace swung at what was ball 4. But you'll take it if you're ready. You don't get that first strike. Wallace 0 for 1 tonight. A fly out to right, back in the second. Cabrera's ready. And the 3-1. Swinging a softly hit fly ball towards right. Charging Spineda. And the right fielder will make the catch to retire the side in the third. 2 runs for the Senators on a pair of hits. There was an error, and 1 man is left on base. Third of the way through on this Friday night from Harrisburg. Senators on top, 2-0. Every Tuesday, all active military and veterans get $3 off box seats at First Energy Stadium thanks to Burke's Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center. Well, on this Friday night, we move to the top of the 4th inning. Fightin Phil's trail at 2-0 against the Harrisburg Senators. Kyle Luckham back out. Top of the order is up for Redding and Aiden Miller. It was 9 up, 9 down for Luckham through the first turn of the order. So now let's see if Reading can have more success against the righty who has dominated them this year. Their second time through. First pitch to Miller is up for a ball. It's 1-0. Miller strikeout swinging his first time up. Luckham 6 strikeouts first time through. 1-0. Miller swings, drives it left field line. It is dove for and caught by Philip Glazer. Good play by the left footer. Glazer tracks it down, makes a diving catch, and Aiden Miller has a hit taken away from him for out number 1, and that'll bring Alex Spinellis up to the plate.
Designated hitter Alex Spinellis.
Spinellis in from the left side, 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch. But outside, it's 1-0. So Luckham has already matched his season high in strikeouts with 6. Did that against Reading back on May the 2nd. And the 1-0. Spinellis swings, lines it down the right field line, but it is foul. It's 1-1. So against Reading so far this year, Luckham 10 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, 12 strikeouts. So the Fightin Phil's offense has failed to solve Luckham so far. Next pitch, Spinellis takes down 2-1. Last time out for Luckham on Saturday at Richmond. Got a win, 2 runs, 9 hits, 5 innings. Next pitch is up, 3 balls and 1 strike to Alex Spinellis. Spinellis was a strikeout victim his first time up. And the 3-1. Checked his swing, doesn't matter. Pitch was a strike. Fastball at 91, top of the zone. Runs the count full. 43 pitches for Luckham tonight. And here's the 3-2. Outside, ball 4. So first base runner tonight for the Fightin Phils. It comes on a 1-out walk of Alex Spinellis. And that'll bring Reading's leading hitter and the Eastern League's leading hitter, Keaton Anthony, to the plate for the Fightin Phils. Anthony 0 for 1 tonight. Hit a hard hit fly ball to the left footer Glazer. His first time up. And the first pitch, Anthony will take it up. It's 1-0. Anthony 0 for 3 last night. Had a 12-game hitting streak snapped. But he did walk to extend his season best on base streak to 21 games. Longest on base streak by an R-Phil in a couple of seasons. 1-0 is taken up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Longest on base streak by an R-Phil since Carlos De La Cruz had a 38-game one in 2023. It's actually in the midst of it 2 years ago right now for Reading. Pitch-o. Anthony swinging a topper foul, third base side. And it's 2-1. Anthony against Harrisburg this year, 333 entering play tonight. Does have a home run this week, including a double, a couple runs scored, 3 RBI. Luckham's ready, the 2-1. Anthony swinging another topper foul left side. It'll hit off the face in the R-Phil's dugout. It's 2-2. He's out in front of a sinker at 91 from Kyle Luckham, who's up to 49 pitches tonight. Spinellis on first gets his lead. He worked the walk. Reading still no hits tonight, just 1 base runner. 2-2. Anthony takes it low and away. It's 3-2. So second straight at bat that works its way up to a full count. So Reading having some better plate appearances here against Luckham. See if they can get something to show for it. 3-2. Anthony swings, hits one well, right field. De La Cruz back. He turns. It is out of here. Keaton Anthony bringing the power to life here in Harrisburg. second home run of the week, 4th of the season, and the on-base streak is up to 22 games for the Eastern League's best hitter, and this game is tied up at 2 apiece. 103 off the bat from Keaton Anthony. Ball traveled 381 feet. And the home run power hasn't really been there this year, but all of a sudden this week it is showing up in a big way for Keaton Anthony. So that'll bring Hendry Mendez to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. New ball game, first pitch of ball, it's 1-0. Next pitch is bounced 2-0. So Reading got their first base runner and then their first hit off of Kyle Luckham in back-to-back plate appearances. So 2 balls, no strikes to Mendez, 0 for 1 tonight. A ground out to first his first time up. The 2-0 was swatted at and fouled. On the left field line, it's 2-1.
Fans, that's another foul ball to the protecting man presented by FNB Solutions, experts in cyber and national security.
So 2 on, 1 out, top 4. 2-2 ball game between Reading and Harrisburg. Luckham's pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2 to Hendry Mendez. Mendez swings, hits one softly, shallow center. Racing in is Thomas. He won't get there, and that is a 1-out single for Hendry Mendez. So back-to-back hits for the Fightin' Phils. 3 straight base runners against Luckham, who looks so dominant through 3 innings tonight. And that'll bring Leandro Pineda to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. And next pitch, Pineda swings, fouls it off the netting on the right field side. It's 0-1. Man, just what a special season Keaton Anthony's having. We're 2 months in, excuse me. And this does not look like a fluke of a year at all. He has hit at every level that he has been. Undrafted out of Iowa in 2023, and I think he's made all 29 teams that's passed on him regret it. 0-1, Pineda takes down low, it's 1-1. Pineda, who did homer in last night's ball game. So 1-1 the count to Pineda. Mendez leads off first. He goes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. Throw to seconds late, and Pineda was able to hold the bag. Excuse me, Mendez able to hold the bag. That's his 3rd stolen base of the year. Pineda did swing and miss added, so it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2, 1 out the count. Mendez off second. Here's the pitch. Pineda swing and a foul ball straight down. It'll stay 1-2. Home run, just the 3rd one that Luckham has allowed this year. And all of a sudden, as we said, after cruising through 3, Fightin's bats are coming alive here into the 4th. 1-2, 1 out, 2-2 ball game. Hendry Mendez, the lone base runner, is on second, and it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Leandro Pineda, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. They will check on Mendez, and the throw goes into center field. Mendez takes off, heads to 3rd. Stop sign there for him. Thomas there to back it up. It'll be a throwing error on the pitcher, Luckham. So just like we saw from Reading in the top of the 4th, an error allows a runner to get to third. And now Harrisburg will bring the infield up with just one out here in the inning, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Pineda. One, two is down. Good block by Romero Jr. So infield up. Shortstop King is shaded towards second. Right side plays Pineda straight up but in. Third baseman Wallace is in the cutout at third. 2-2. Pineda swing and a foul ball straight back. It'll stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Jake Starr from FNB Field in Harrisburg. Here in a 2-2 ball game, Reading a pair of runs in the inning after Harrisburg got 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. And the pitch, Pineda, another foul ball back on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. A lot of long at-bats this inning against Kyle Luckham. The pitch count usually not a concern for him. He did go 105 6 days ago against Richmond. So you wonder if maybe Harrisburg will be a bit more cautious with the 25-year-old today. Next pitch, Pineda takes down. It's 3-2 on the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So full count, 1 out. Luckham's ready and deals. Pineda swinging a ground ball. So the next pitch will be the 10th of the at-bat from Kyle Luckham to Leandro Pineda. That's one area Reading has been really good at this week. They have worked a lot of long at-bats against these Harrisburg pitchers. And they've seen pretty much everybody. Harrisburg's used every arm out of the bullpen, some even twice. 3-2 is down ball 4. Great plate appearance by Leandro Pineda. Second walk issued by Kyle Luckham. And that'll bring Robert Moore to the plate. Harrisburg is going to start to get some action going in their bullpen. Looks like it's a lefty who's beginning the throw. And Rigo Beltran, the Senators pitching coach, will come on out.
One of our Star Wars jerseys, benefiting Penn State University Development Children's Miracle Network. These game-worn jerseys support pediatric patients and programs. The auction ends Friday, June 13th, so don't miss your chance to win a one-of-a-kind jersey.
So Luckham retired the first 10 batters he faced. Miller did hit it hard to lead off this 4th inning. So it was a hard hit fly out to Aiden Miller to start the frame. Alex Pinellas walked. Keaton Anthony hit a 2-run home run to right. Hendry Mendez singled. Leandro Pineda worked a 10-pitch walk. Dustin Sines is the lefty who's up and throwing for the Senators. So it looked like Luckham was poised to dominate this Fightin Phil's lineup tonight. But Reading has him on the ropes. Men on the corners, 1 out. Top 4, 2-2 ball game. Staley holds the runner at first. In at third is Wallace. Moore the batter. First pitch. Where's the bunt? Gets it down. It's a squeeze play. Luckham glove flip home, and he is out. Excellent play by Luckham to Maxwell Romero Jr. It was a do-or-die suicide squeeze play. And the Senators get a 1-2 fielder's choice. So Mendez at home. Pineda goes to second. Moore is aboard, but I think he would take the trade-off of not being aboard if it meant a run. And that'll bring Luis Verdugo to the plate for the Fightin Phils. Verdugo, the 7th man to the plate this inning. A bat with men on first and second and 2 outs in a 2-2 ball game, top 4. First pitch, Verdugo takes outside. It's 1-0. Also 6 strikeouts for the first time through the order for Luckham. Has failed to send an Arfield batter down by strikes this inning, second time through. 1-0. Swing and a miss by Verdugo. It's 1-1. Verdugo 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out his first time up in the third. The 1-1. That's over for a called strike. It's 1-2. Sinker at 91, right down the chute. Pineda leads off second, Moore off first. Infield back, neither being held on. And Luckham will step off. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count here. And the 1-2. Swing and a foul ball straight back off the backstop. It stays 1-2. .70 pitches now for Luckham. It's been a very taxing inning on the right-handed arm. 1-2, 2 outs. The count to Verdugo, the pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me if this is it for Luckham, regardless of what happens here, just because of how many pitches he has thrown this inning. Like we said, a season and career high 105 his last time out. That was 6 days ago, so you got to think they're going to be a little more cautious today. 2-2. Verdugo swings and he fouls it back on the 6th pitch of the at-bat, and that's been a big reason for it. Lots of long at-bats this inning for the Fightin Phils. 10-pitch walk for Pineda. It was a long at-bat to Pinellas earlier in the frame. Right now, Reading just 2 runs to show for all that. Gonna try to add on some more here. 2 on, 2 outs. The 2-2 count in the 4th. Game also tied at 2. Luckham's ready at the belt. Checks second and deals. And swing and a miss. Verdugo goes down on strikes. Second time Verdugo strikes out. Season high 7th punch out for Kyle Luckham tonight. But the Fightin Phils got 2 runs on 2 hits. Big one, of course, being the 2-run home run from Keaton Anthony. There was an error, and 2 are left on base. We played 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Fightin Phils and Senators tied up at 2. Bottom half of the 4th inning. And Klein is proud to be the official transportation provider of the Reading Fightin Phils. Klein Transportation gets our Phils to all their road trips throughout the 2025 season. For more information, go to kleintransportation.com. So 2-2 ball game. Reading 2 runs in the top of the 4th after Harrisburg put up a pair of runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Gene Cabrera is back out for the Fightin Phils. Another in-between inning contest that spills too long into the start of the inning. Gene Cabrera did look visibly frustrated. I think he motioned towards the dugout that he is a little annoyed. And I mean, you can't blame him in this situation. But at the same time, for Cabrera, you just want to try to keep him cool, calm, and collected, most importantly. So he's on the mound, 2-2 ball game, bottom 4. Murphy Staley leads off, the 6th hitter. The first pitch is hit up for a ball. It's 1-0. Cabrera 55 pitches now through 3+. Next pitch home is down the chute for a strike. It's 1-1. Murphy Staley tonight walked in his only plate appearance. 1-1, swung on, fouled off the netting on the first base side. It's 1-2. Cabrera, who works quickly, winds the 1-2. Goes slider down low, it's 2-2. Right-handed bat, Staley took it low and away. And a 2-2. Swinging a line drive, just fouled down the third base line. It'll trickle down towards the Fightin Phil's bullpen. Where Jack Dallas, who finished off last night's game, hops out and gives it to a couple of fans in the Ollie's cheap seats down the left field line. 2-2. Swung on, ground ball towards the middle. Robert Moore at second had it played perfectly. Vacuums it up, throws the first in time for out number 1. So 4-3 goes the putout. Staley retired. That'll bring the catcher Maxwell Romero Jr. to the plate for Harrisburg. Got to give some credit to Jack Dallas last night. Wasn't like a 1-run or 2-run game, but still a pretty close game when he came in the 8th. First pitch, swinging and miss, 0-1. Worked around a couple of bloop singles. Did allow a run in the 8th. But some misfortune there. 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Came back out for the 9th, though, and got the Senators in order in a 3-run game. Didn't get the save because he entered when it was 4-0, but still an admirable outing from Jack Dallas, who's put together a couple in a row strong ones, so that's got to feel good for him. 0-2. That's way upstairs, 1-2. Romero 0-for-1 tonight, grounded out the first after a 4-strikeout game last night. 1-2, swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes. 4 strikeout for Gene Cabrera, and with 2 outs, that'll bring Kevin Madej to the plate. The 4-strikeout game last night by Maxwell Romero Jr. is the most amount of times an opposing hitter has struck out in a game this year against Reading. First pitch, swung on, broken back, ground ball softly hit third. Verdugo charges, fields the pink glove, throws on the run to first, and it's in time to retire the side. Nice play on both corners. 5-3 goes to put out. Senators down in order in the 4th. We'll head to the 5th with the Fightin Phils and Senators tied up at 2.
Welcome to the field.
Today's Fightin Phil's Alumni Report is presented by Deer Country. Take a look at our Alumni Report today. We'll go to Lehigh Valley. Gabe Moser got his first win with Lehigh Valley this year. Started 4 runs, 4 hits, over 5 innings of work. Had 6 strikeouts, earned the win. Justin Crawford had 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 RBI, double and a stolen base. And what Gabriel Rincones Jr. and Eric Brito also had a pair of hits for the Iron Pigs. So top 5 2-2 game. New pitcher is on for the Senators. It's the lefty Dustin Signs. Signs appear in his 12th game of the year, 3rd in relief. 3-5 record, 5.91 ERA, 42 2/3 innings pitched, 53 hits allowed, 7 home runs. He has walked 14, struck out 29. Opponents hitting .298 against him. Andrick Nava, the first he faces from the right side. First pitch, Nava swings, but it's high and foul. Out of play on the right side, it's 0-1. So he's kind of suspected late last inning that Kyle Luckham's day was going to be done. 73 pitches in total, and put over 30 on him in that fourth inning. As we said, through 105 6 days ago at Richmond, the 0-1 is been inside for a ball to Nava. It's 1-1. Nava 0 for 1 tonight, a strikeout swinging back in the third. The pitch, swinging a foul ball off the facing of the Phillies dugout on the left side. It's 1-2. Luckham's final line, 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Can't factor into the decision tonight. 1-2, up and into Nava. It's 2-2. Signs pitched on Wednesday night. Went just 2/3 of an inning, struck out 1, zeros the rest of the way, so should be pretty fresh, the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball in the infield. Charging to the grass is the shortstop King. He'll make the catcher on the third base side of the pitcher's mound. That is out number 1. P6 goes to put out, and that'll bring Cade Fergus to the plate.
Center fielder, Cade Fergus.
Signs was officially moved to the bullpen at the beginning of this week, taken out of the rotation for Harrisburg due to some struggles this season. So Fergus in, 1 out in the 5th. First pitch, he squares, pulls back. Pitch was down, they appeal, and first base umpire Jack Wasson says no swing. So 1 ball and no strikes to count to Cade Fergus. The 1-0 in tight, 2-0. Signs has seen the Fightin Phillies before. 2 games against them this year. 7.50 ERA over 6 innings. 4 games previously in his career, 5.50 ERA, 0-3 record. Next pitch, over for a called strike, 2-1. 11 strikeouts, 8 walks over those 18 innings of work against the Fightin Phillies. So with Luckham and Signs, some familiarity, the 2-1. Fergus swinging a miss, it's 2-2. Fergus a strikeout swinging his first time up tonight. Did homer last night, 4th with Reading this year, 9th overall this season. 2-2 is down low, count full. Fergus's 9 home runs are tied for 3rd in the Phillies organization with Eduardo Tayit of Clearwater. Arun Escobar from Clearwater 2nd with 10. Otto Kemp is 14 with Lehigh Valley. The pitch, swing and a miss. Fergus goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Dustin Signs. 8th overall for Harrisburg pitching. And that'll bring Aiden Miller to the plate here for the Fightin Phillies. So Miller 0 for 2 tonight, in from the right side. And the first pitch to him, Miller will take it for a strike. It's 0-1. Miller, a strikeout in the first and a hard hit fly out the left in the 4th. A diving catch by Glaser to take at least a hit, if not a double, away from Miller, the 0-1. That's in tight, 1-1. Miller ranks the Phillies' number 2 overall prospect. Pair of stolen bases last night for him. Entered today, tied for 1st in the Eastern League with 20 swipe bags this year. 1-1 is in tight, 2-1. Was 3rd in the Phillies organization in stolen bases. Lehigh Valley has the top 2 spots occupied. Oscar Mercado, 24. Justin Crawford has 23. 2-1, Miller swings, fouls it back, 2-2. If you would have told someone beginning of the year that Aiden Miller would be barely trailing Justin Crawford in stolen bases, I don't think many people would have believed you, but alas, here we are on June the 6th. 2-2 the count, 2 out. Signs fires. Miller swinging a sharply hit foul ball off the sidewall down the third base line. They'll stay 2-2. Tommy McCullum hops over the fence to go grab that. Perfect time to plug tomorrow night's broadcast. Tommy McCullum, who's had an excellent season since joining the Fightin Phillies after making some adjustments in spring training, will be our guest on tomorrow night's pregame show. 6 o'clock game, so we'll be on the air at 5:45 here from FNB Field. 2-2. Miller takes it low and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs here in the inning. Base is empty. 2-2 game, top 5. And the pitch. Miller swinging a fly ball, hit out towards left, pretty deep. Glasser's back at the track, has room, tracks in, and the left fielder makes the catch. Ball just died right at that out cut in left center field, where it reads 385 feet. So, good inning for Dustin Sands. Sends the Fightin Phils down in order. We're halfway home on this Friday night from Harrisburg. We're to the home after the 5th. All tied up at 2. Bottom half of the 5th inning is presented by Cornwall Manor, a unique and charming community nestled on a 190-acre wooded campus with many walking trails, including the Lebanon County Rail Trail. 2-2 ball game. Gene Cabrera back out for the Fightin Phils in this bottom of the 5th. Harrisburg will send 9, 1, and 2 to the plate here in the frame. It'll be Jonathan Thomas, the last batter into Lionel DeShield's lineup, to dig in and lead things off. So Thomas will dig in from the right side. Hit by a pitch his first time up. First pitch to him, squares the bump, pulls back. Pitch down for a ball, it's 1-0. And Cabrera's 1-0. Thomas swinging away this time. Will take it. It's 2-0. Harrisburg 2 runs, bottom of the 3rd. Reading responded with 2 in the 4th. 2-0 pitch is there for a called strike. It's 2-1. Sinker at 92 from Cabrera. Next pitch is up. 3 balls and 1 strike to Jonathan Thomas. Hitting .421 on the season. He's got a home run, 4 RBIs since joining Harrisburg. 3-1. That's there for a strike, 3-2. Thomas promoted to Harrisburg on May the 23rd. Entered the season as the fastest base runner in the system by Baseball America. 3-2. Swung on, ground ball 3rd. Verdugo charges, backhand, sets, fires the first in time. And they get the speedy Jonathan Thomas out for the first out of the inning. And that'll flip the lineup card over to the top for the 3rd time tonight. Philip Glasser will step up from the left side. 6 straight retired by Gene Cabrera. Looks like he's settled into this ball game. 71 pitches for the right-handed arm. And the first pitch home is swung on a line drive into center field. That'll be a base hit. So that snaps the spell of 6 straight retired by Cabrera. First time Glasser has been aboard tonight. It's a 1-out single. And that'll bring Seaver King to the plate for the Senators.
The review solar power hitter, shortstop, Seaver King.
King 2 for 2 tonight. Couple of hits and a run scored. And the first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Got him out in front of a slider at 80, top of the zone. So Glaser leads off first, 9 for 13 in stolen bases this year. See if they put his wheels in motion. 0-1, swung on, hit foul, out of play, right side. Counts quickly 0-2 to Seaver King. Been wondering this all week. I wonder if Seaver King was named after Tom Seaver. But first they'll check on Glaser at first. Seaver King is from Athens, Georgia. Next pitch, swung on, foul ball, straight down, it's 0-2. Tom Seaver, mostly known for his time with the Mets, also stops with the Reds, Mets again, White Sox, Red Sox. So, I mean, if Seaver King grew up in Georgia, maybe not, but maybe there was a diehard Mets fan in the family. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, he checks the swing, they'll appeal. First base umpire Jack Wasson says no swing on a slider at 81 that was down low from Cabrera. It's pitch number 77 tonight for him. Season high is 93. Through 88 6 days ago against Erie. 1-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Seaver King out in front of a curveball from Cabrera. That's strikeout number 5. 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate for the Senators. De La Cruz 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game. Singled back in the third, was eventually stranded out on second. First pitch is going to be a throw over to first. Back in barely is Glaser. See if they try to put Glaser in motion here, as we said. 9 stolen bases, 13 attempts for him this season. Cabrera will step off. Bullpen's quiet for Reading right now. Jose Cabrera at 77. If he gets De La Cruz here, I'd be intrigued to see if they try to give him the 6. Next pitch is a strike to De La Cruz. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 runner does go, swinging a miss from De La Cruz. Nava has issues on the exchange, so there's no throw. It is going to be a stolen base for Philip Glaser. That's his 10th of the season. So Glaser leads off second. 0-2, 2 outs here in the 5th. 2-2 ball game. Cabrera's ready. Glaser gets his lead. Pickoff play on as he was inching further off the bag. Throw to Robert Moore is a hair late, though. Nothing in 2. The count remains here to Carlos De La Cruz. Gene Cabrera is ready at the belt. Checks on Glaser. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. De La Cruz out in front of a changeup at 88 from Cabrera. Back-to-back strikeouts from the righty, 6 total tonight. And that will retire the side here in the 5th. No runs on a hit. 1 man left for the Senators. We'll head to the 6th. Still gridlocked at 2 apiece between Reading and Harrisburg. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, it offers a true test of golf on a championship-style course. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. So top of the 6th inning, still a 2-2 game. Dustin Signs back out for his second inning of work. And it'll be 2-3-4 due up here for the Fightin Phillies. Alex Benellis will lead things off. First pitch home, Benellis will take it a bit outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Benellis worked a walk and a long plate appearance to get things started back in the 4th. Next pitch, he swings and misses. It's 1-1. Benellis 2-27 since joining Reading a week and a half ago. The pitch. Swinging a foul ball back, it's 1-2. Got to think Harrisburg's going to try to get some length out of Dustin Signs tonight. Formerly has been a starter. And Harrisburg has used a lot of arms this week, the 1-2. Benellis takes it low and in, 2-2. The pitch, Benellis swing and a foul ball. It's 2-2. Just the 3rd game Signs has pitched out of the bullpen this season. Said went 2/3 of an inning on Wednesday. Also pitched 2 innings on April 22nd against Erie, and that was a rough outing. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. 2-2. In tight to Benellis, spins the lefty out of the way of it, and the count goes full. Full count, no outs, top 6, 2-2 game, pitch home. Benellis takes down low, they will appeal. No swing, says Trevor Patience, that's ball 4, so Benellis walks for the 2nd straight time up. And that will bring the lone offense tonight for right into the plate in Keaton Anthony. First walk issued by Signs, 3rd overall for Harrisburg pitching. And the first pitch to Anthony, he takes it for a strike. It's 0-1. Anthony 1 for 2 with the home run. 2-run shot, his 4th of the season, back in the 4th. The 0-1, Anthony will take that one up. It's 1-1. Benellis leads off first, no outs here in the 6th. Signs ready against the ready Anthony. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball straight back. It's 1-2.
Fans, another foul ball to the protected net presented by SE Institutions, experts in cyber and national security.
Next pitch, Anthony swing and a topper foul, 3rd base side. So it'll stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2, no outs to Anthony. Benellis off first. The pitch is low and away for a ball. It's 2-2. Two to the count now to Anthony, 337 hitter this season. And the pitch, swing and a foul ball. And the count stays 2-2. May have gotten a piece of the catcher, Romero Jr. Signs ready, long set They will check on Pinellas at first. They almost got him. But he's back in, standing up. Two, the count remains to Anthony. Here's the pitch. That's up for a ball, 3-2. So another 3-ball count worked by a Fightin Phil's batter, which is becoming a theme here in this series. They have worked great at-bats against Harrisburg pitching. Just trying to have something to show for it here. Full count, no outs to Keaton Anthony, 337 hitter. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, sharply hit third. To Wallace, he goes to second for one, and it's bobbled by Madej at second, but they'll say it was on the exchange. So Pinellas out at second. Anthony's aboard on what will be a 5-4 fielder's choice. Out number one, and that'll bring Hendry Mendez to the plate.
Now batting for Reading, left fielder Hendry Mendez.
So Mendez is in from the left side. First pitch swing, ground ball through the hole left side, but a dive by King to knock it down at least. That's short, but everybody will be safe. It'll be a base hit for Hendry Mendez. Anthony up to second. Second hit tonight for Mendez, who needed at. Had been sliding a little bit as of late. So men on first and second, one out now for Leandro Pineda. First pitch to Pineda is out for a ball. It's 1-0. Next pitch, Pineda swing, foul ball, straight down. It's 1-1. So Anthony on second, Mendez on first. Reading's two leading hitters in that. Pineda at the plate, one out, top six, and a 2-2 ball game. Ready is Signs. Next pitch, Pineda swings, ground ball, fielded by Signs, low throw to second, he'll get one. And once again, a bobble on the exchange, this time by King. So Anthony the third, Mendez at its second. Pineda's aboard on a 1-6 fielder's choice this time. And that'll bring Robert Moore to the plate with two outs here in a 2-2 ball game in the sixth. First pitch to Moore, squares the bunt. It's a pop fly. Romero late to react to it. It's foul over by the dugout on the Harrisburg side. So it's 0-1. Now ball is one strike, two outs to Moore. They'll check on Pineda at first. He's back in safely. Oh, 1. Moore swings, hits it in the air towards deep center. Ballpark will hold it. Thomas, the center fielder, is back. And he'll make the catch to retire the side here in the sixth. No runs for Reading. They did have a hit. Two men left on base. We'll head to the home half of the sixth. Still tied up at 2 apiece.
Mount Gilead Church.
Bottom half of the 6th inning in a 2-2 ball game. This day in baseball town history is presented by Body Zone Sports and Wellness, the official workout facility of the Reading Fightin Phillies. June 6, 2007, in Reading, Kyle Kendrick fires Reading's first 9-inning complete game of the season as the Phillies beat Harrisburg 8-1. Kendrick surrenders 6 hits while striking out 5. His next start would come in Philadelphia a week later. So bottom 6, 2-2 ball game. Gene Cabrera's back out at 80 pitches, and he will get 4, 5, and 6 of the Harrisburg lineup. It'll start with Joe Naranjo. Gene Cabrera will step out and call time. Now Andrej Nava's going to come out, so you're going to burn a mound visit here to start this inning.
Folks, we have one other special announcement. Happy 45th anniversary, Crystal David. And folks, tonight's Long Home Products drawing winner is Robert Duran.
Andrej Nava is back to his post behind home plate after whatever that mountain visit was between him and Gene Cabrera. So Cabrera's on 80 pitches for him tonight. See if they can get him through the 6. And the first pitch home is there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Next pitch is swung on, popped up foul, left side. It's 0-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 7 tonight for Gene Cabrera. First out of the inning, and that'll bring Caden Wallace to the plate. So Cabrera's season high in pitches, 93, in innings is 6. He's done that twice. Most recently, May the 8th against Binghamton. Reading does have bullpen action if Cabrera does get in trouble. Josh Hetchka began to throw. First pitch is there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Caden Wallace 0 for 2 in tonight's game. Couple of fly balls to right. Next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, in and out here to Caden Wallace. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning in a 2-2 ball game. Long look home from Gene Cabrera, fires the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball in the infield. Cabrera pointing straight up. Keaton Anthony, the first baseman, comes in, makes the catch directly behind the pitcher's mound, and there's 2 outs here in the 6th.
First baseman, Murphy Staley.
Gene Cabrera 1 out away from completing a very quality start. First pitch to Murphy Staley, swings, fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Staley takes 1-1. Murphy Staley tonight has walked and has grounded out the second. Next pitch is a bit down. It's 2-1. And the pitch, swing and a topper out in front of the plate. Nava charges, fields it, throws to the catcher spot to first, and it's in time. And that is the end of the night for Gene Cabrera. A very impressive one at that. His 90th pitch. Completes a 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. We're 2/3 the way home here from Harrisburg. We'll head to the 7th. Still tied up at 2 apiece.
Customers to help fulfill their dreams.
Top of the 7th inning is presented by White Star Travel, the official group sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phillies. Visit whitestartours.com for more. So Gene Cabrera's day is likely done. He's at 91 pitches as we go to the top of the 7th in a 2-2 ball game. And Dustin Signs back out. 7, 8, and 9 is due up for Reading.
Third baseman Luis Verdugo.
So here is the first pitch to Verdugo, swinging a foul ball straight back. It's 0-1. Couple of strikeouts for Verdugo. Both have come against Kyle Luck on the starter. So the first time the righty bat sees Dustin Signs. And the pitch is swung on, fouled straight back to our left. Screamer into the suites. Hit a seat, then a fan kind of threw his arms up at it and actually batted it forward. And it goes back into the lower level here at FNB Field. Beautiful Friday evening. Temperature 73 degrees, clear skies. There was a threat of rain, but that has dissipated after storms did roll through the area earlier in the day. And the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball hit towards right, pretty deep. De La Cruz back towards the corner, and the right fielder makes the catch right along the foul line in fair territory and right. So that is out number 1. Verdugo hit it well, but is retired. 90 off the bat, 298 feet. So still needed about another 15 to 20 to get out. That'll bring the catcher, Andric Nava, to the plate. First pitch, Nava takes it for a strike. It's 0-1. Josh Hetchka continues to throw in the Fightin's bullpen, the sidewinder from the right side. 0-1, Nava swings, taps it straight down foul. It's 0-2. Andric Nava 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a pop up the short. And Dustin Signs will fire home. Nava swing and a foul ball straight back. It'll stay 0-2. 45 pitches for Signs so far tonight. And the pitch is down for a ball. It's 1-2. Nava, a .218 hitter on the season. Limited playing time for the switch hitting catcher. 1-2, swung on, ground ball softly hit short. Charging is king, he'll glove it, set himself, throw the first. Wide throw, pulls Staley off the bag, but he's able to spin and still apply the tag to Nava, so 6-3 goes the put out. Good play by Murphy Staley for out number 2, and that'll bring the center fielder Cade Fergus to the plate. First pitch, Fergus swings, fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Cade Fergus tonight, a couple of strikeouts in his only 2 times to the plate. Once against Luckham, another time here against Signs. Second time through the order for Signs now. The 0-1 is a sinker at the knees at 89. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 outs. 2-2 game in the 7th. Signs, winds, and deals. Swinging a fly ball, hit well, deep left center field. Thomas overreaches up and makes the catch in the alley in left center. Fergus hit it well, 105 off the bat, went 344 feet, but unfortunately was hit to the deepest part of the park. Reading goes down in order here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 6.5 time the stretch here at FNB Field. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th in a 2-2 ball game. Bottom half of the 7th inning is brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. If you or a loved one been injured, get justice. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. So we've stretched here at FNB Field. God Bless America has played as well. And it's on to the bottom of the 7th in a 2-2 ball game. Reading has a new pitcher. They'll go to the bullpen for the first time. This game solely in the hands of the bullpen as Josh Hedgka, the 6'1", 175-pound righty, enters 3 games, no decisions, does have a save and as many opportunities. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 3 walks for Reading so far this season. A season that has spanned a couple of stints with the Fightin Phillies here in 2025. Began the year of Jersey Shore, also a recent stint with them for the last couple of weeks. 7-8-9 Hedgka will get here in the 7th. Max Romero Jr., the catcher, struck out 4 times last night and is 0 for 2 tonight. Will lead things off. First pitch home from the sidewinding righty is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. And the 1-0 has been outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Final line for Gene Cabrera tonight, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 1 walk and 7 strikeouts for the Phillies' number 11 prospect, and also a member of their 40-man roster. 2-0, up and away, 3-0 to Maxwell Romero Jr. Cabrera can't get the win tonight. but you'll still take the outing he had. 6 innings, 2 runs. Next pitch is outside, ball 4. So 4-pitch walk of Maxwell Romero to start off this inning. Just the second walk issued by Reading pitching tonight. And for Cabrera, it's his 3rd straight outing, walking just 1 batter. Because that was preceded by 2 straight outings and 3 of 4 where he walked 5. So it seems like the control starting to get honed in here from Gene Cabrera. And if he can throw strikes, he'll be a dangerous pitcher. First pitch to Madej is outside. He squared the bunt and then pulled back. It's 1-0. Kevin Madej 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a ground out. The 1-0 is at the knees for a called strike. It's 1-1. 7 strikeouts for Cabrera, was 1 shy of a season high. Ended up throwing 91 pitches, 2 shy of the most this year he's done. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. Slider right at 80 from Hedgka. Hedgka pitched on Wednesday night, 2 scoreless innings. Didn't strike out anyone, didn't walk anyone, just lots of weak contact. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Just the 2nd strikeout Hedgka's had with the Fightin Phillies. First tonight, 8th overall for Reading pitching. So 8-man Madej is down, and that'll bring Jonathan Thomas to the plate for Harrisburg. Infield back to look to turn 2. Corners are up. Verdugo's in front of the bag at 3rd. First pitch to the 9-hitter Thomas is up for a ball. It's 1-0. Keaton Anthony does hold the runner on at 1st. Reading 2 runs, 3 hits tonight. Harrisburg, pair of runs, 4 hits. 1-0, runner goes. Pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. Throw to second was a good one, but it was on a hop and it got by Robert Moore into center field. Romero will stay put at second. First stolen base of the season for him. No error on the play. If Moore's able to pick that, he might have a play. Nonetheless, though, puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. 1 out to Jonathan Thomas. So Hedge got a bit of trouble here. He's yet to allow a home run. Allow a run since joining Reading. Next pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. It's 1-2. Thomas tonight 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored back in the 3rd. The only inning in which Harrisburg has scored tonight. For Reading, that frame was the 4th. Zeros the rest of the way for both sides. The 1-2. Swing, fouled, straight back off the netting. It stays a ball and 2 strikes to Jonathan Thomas. Thomas back in his center field post after not playing much to start the week with Jacob Young here in Harrisburg on big league rehab. 1-2. Swung on, ground ball foul. It got a piece of Oscar Salazar at 3rd. 82 off the bat, couple of hops to Salazar, who always tries to make a kick stop, and it looks like he's okay. He's walking it off, and I'll flip it to the Fightin Phil's dugout. All smiles from Oscar Salazar. Looks like he is okay. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Max Romero Jr. leads off second. 2-2 game in the 7th. Pitch home. Swung on, fly ball, hit towards left center field well. Mendez back, reaches up, makes the catch. Romero was halfway between 2nd and 3rd, so he has to go back. And a nice play by Hendry Mendez in left center, making the catch up the alley for out number 2. That'll turn the lineup card over for the 4th time to Philip Glazer. So Glazer digs in left side, 1 for 3 in tonight's ball game. Romero Jr. gets the lead off second. Here's the pitch, and that's up for a ball. It's 1-0. Harrisburg does have action in their bullpen. Junior Santos is throwing. Right-handed arm, who Reading has seen a handful of times already this season. The 1-0 is a pitch that's a bit inside. Slider 2-0. Glazer 3-14 on the season, and now Reading's going to decide to intentionally walk him. To the 2-0 count, man in scoring position. Leadoff man up. Don't think that's the worst decision in the world. So an intentional walk of Glazer. That'll bring Seaver King to the plate. So Reading will take their chances with the newbie to AA in Seaver King. He is 2 for 3 tonight, a couple of singles and a run scored. He did strike out swinging his last time up. First pitch is swung on, hit in the air towards right, into foul territory. Keaton Anthony's over, so is Pineda, and it'll go out of play foul. It's 0-1. King 2 for 8 entering tonight on the week with runners in scoring position. He's got 1 RBI in his time here with Harrisburg. And the pitch. That one is just up for a ball. It's 1-1. According to our home plate umpire, Davian Fry. Crew chief Jack Wassons at first. Trevor Patience rounds out our crew at third. Patience, though, right now is standing basically directly in front of Aiden Miller at shortstop, but in the grass. 1-1. That one just outside, 2-1. Carlos De La Cruz awaits on deck. Judging by the way this week's gone, I don't think you want to face him in a big spot here late in the game. See if Hetchka at 19 pitches can get the batter. Pitch swung on, fouled, left side, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the home half of the 7th. It's a 2-2 ball game. Senator is a man on second. Maxwell Romero Jr., he walked. Philip Glazer on first. He was intentionally walked. Hetchka, the sidewinding righty, toes the third base side of the rubber. Stands closed. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. King chases the slider out of the zone. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Josh Hetchka, and that will retire the side in the 7th. No runs, no hits. 2 men left for the Senators. We'll head to the 8th. Still tied up at 2 apiece. We go to the top half of the 8th inning and take a look at our Fightin Phil's team leaders, and we'll just stick right with Keaton Anthony. You can see it, a home run tonight. He's on a team-high 22-game on-base streak, and after his home run tonight, Anthony is sitting with a .335 batting average. That's what he had to enter tonight's ball game as well. New pitcher in for Harrisburg, top of the 8th, 2-2 game. It's Junior Santos, making his 22nd appearance, 2-2 at 3.13 ERA. 23 innings pitched, 15 hits allowed. He's allowed 2 home runs. He's walked 20, struck out 17. And opponents are hitting 190 against Junior Santos this season. Reading will send the top of the order up here against Santos. Aiden Miller leads off. He's 0 for 3 in tonight's ball game. And the first pitch to Miller, he will take that for a strike. It's 0-1. Right at the inside corner at the knees to Miller. 0-1, Miller swinging a miss. Oh, swinging a foul straight back. It's 0-2. Miller 0 for 3 tonight, like we said. Couple of well-hit balls, though, to left field. His last 2 times to the plate. Second time Santos faces Reading this week. Scoreless inning on Tuesday with a strikeout. No hits allowed or walks. 0-2, Miller swings, fouls it back. It stays 0-2. Looks like it may have gotten a piece of the catcher, Max Romero Jr. for Harrisburg. Bullpen action for the Fightin' Phils. Tommy McCullum is up and throwing. McCullum, who has been pretty much lights out for Reading this year, is going to pretty much get his first test late in a ball game. And he's been a 2-inning guy, so we'll see if they try to get 6 outs from him. Perhaps maybe a chance at the save, depending on what Reading does in the top of the 8th. The pitch. Miller takes it outside corner, called strike 3. Cutter at 88, snuck over the plate. Miller's down on strikes for the second time. Aiden Miller 0 for 4 in tonight's ball game. First strikeout for Santos, 9th overall for Harrisburg pitching. And that'll bring Alex Pinellas to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. First pitch to Pinellas is taken up for a ball. It's 1-0. Santos, third Harrisburg pitcher of the night. Dustin Signs, 3 innings, a hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. 1-0 is down low, 2-0. So good work by Signs, managing the middle innings for the Senators and keeping this ball game right where it's at 2 apiece. Santos ready, the 2-0. Pinellas a cut and a foul, straight back and out of play. It's 2-1. Pinellas tonight a strikeout and a couple of walks. He has scored a run. One of the 2 for Reading tonight. 2-1. He checked his swing, but it doesn't matter. Pitch was a strike. Top of the zone of the sinker at 95 from Santos. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count to Alex Pinellas. 1 out in the 8th. And the pitch. Pinellas takes down low, 3-2. Pinellas, 5 hits so far in 22 at-bats for the Fightin' Phils since joining. 3-2. Swinging a line drive, but right to the shortstop, Seaver King, who was shaded towards the second base bag. Ball was well hit by Alex Pinellas. 103 off the bat, but Seaver King had it played perfectly. That is out number 2. So that'll bring Keaton Anthony to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. Anthony 1 for 3 tonight. Had a 2-run home run the right back in the 4th. First pitch, Anthony will take that one for a called strike, 0-1. Sinker at 96 from Junior Santos. Next pitch, Anthony swinging a miss, 0-2. Went for it all there, and he got a changeup at 85 he was out in front of. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top 8, bases clear. 2-2 ball game. The pitch. And Anthony reaches forward, hits a 1-hopper, ground ball short. Fielded King fires the first in time. 6-3 on the putout, and the Fightin' Phils go down in order in the 8th. Well, we continue to move right along here from Harrisburg. Senators going to get their crack in the 8th. 2-2 ball game. We'll be right back. Bottom half of the 8th inning, Fightin, Phillies, and Senators still gridlocked at 2. What's been a good baseball game, a well-pitched baseball game on both sides. The Reading will go to their 3rd arm of the night. It's going to be Tommy McCullum. McCullum, who is going to get a late inning situation for pretty much the first time since rejoining Reading. 9th game, no decisions, a .68 ERA, 13 1/3 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, and no walks for McCullum this season. He relieves Josh Hetchka, who went just 1 inning of work, gave up no hits, no runs. Walked 2, 1 was an intentional walk, and also struck out a pair. The first batter Tommy McCullum will face is his old teammate, Carlos De La Cruz, who will dig in from the right side. 3-4-5 due up for Harrisburg here in the 8th. And the first pitch is taken for a called strike. It's 0-1. De La Cruz 1 for 3 today. Single, sandwiched between a couple of strikeouts. 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And in front of a changeup with Tommy McCullum at 87. Ready's ready. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball, 2-hopper towards the middle. Moore, the second baseman, had it played well behind the bag. Gloves it and fires the first in time. That is out number 1. That'll bring Joe Naranjo to the plate for Harrisburg. So McCullum was called up to Reading on May the 1st from Jersey Shore, and he's been excellent out of the bullpen. Last pitch Tuesday night and went 2 perfect innings. Lowered his ERA to .68 over his first 8 outings. First pitch, Naranjo cuts at it and fouls it back, 0-1. McCullum has not allowed a run over his last 6 outings, 11 1/3 innings pitched, and has allowed just a run in 1 of his 8 appearances so far. 0-1 is a bit up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Joe Naranjo 0 for 3 today. Ground out, pop out, and a strikeout. 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air towards center. Not deep. Fergus back towards the alley in left center. He'll track it down and make the catch. And that is out number 2. So Joe Naranjo retired. That'll bring Caden Wallace to the plate for the Senators. So Joe Naranjo digs in from the right side. McCullum's first pitch home is swung on and fouled back and out of play. It's 0-1. Naranjo 0 for 3 in tonight's ball game. Couple of flyouts to right and a pop up to first. Next pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Fastball 94 miles per hour from Tommy McCullum. Time is called by Wallace. 0-2 the count, 2 outs, bottom 8, 2-2 ball game. Tommy McCullum looking for a 1-2-3 frame to start off his night. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a topper foul, third base line. And it'll stay no balls and 2 strikes here to Caden Wallace, the third baseman tonight. McCullum ready at the letters. Fires the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Tommy McCullum in just 10 pitches. And the Senators are down in order in the 8th. Well, we'll go to the 9th inning. Should be a good ending on this Friday night from FNB Field. We're gridlocked at 2 apiece. We go to the top half of the ninth inning. Tonight's attendance at FNB Field is 5,646. Thanks to our friends at PSCCU for presenting tonight's attendance. PSCCU is proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. So top of the ninth inning, 2-2 ball game. Junior Santos back out for Harrisburg. Reading will send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. Starting with Hendry Mendez, who's had himself a good night, 2 for 3.
Leading off the top of the ninth for Reading, left fielder Hendry Mendez.
So Mendez will dig in from the left side here. First pitch, he swings in a topper right side. Pitcher can't get it. Charging is the second baseman, Madej, and he glove flips it over the head of Staley. It will be a base hit for Hendry Mendez, his third of the night. And the Fightin Phillies have a leadoff base runner. Slow chopper over the head of Santos. And the second baseman, Madej, was charging. Fielded it, did not have time to go to a transfer, so just glove flipped it, and it goes over the head of Staley. So a 3-hit night for Mendez. Fourth time he's had 3 hits this year. Season high. First time since April 29th. First pitch to Leandro Pineda is a strike. It's 0-1. Pineda 0 for 2 tonight. Has walked. Reached on a fielder's choice last time. 0-1. Will take it down and in. 1-1. Reading does have bullpen action. Travis Kuhn is up and throwing. So looks like he might get the bottom of the ninth, the 1-1. Pineda will take it outside, 2-1. Little surprised they wouldn't give Tommy McComb a second up. But also maybe the thought process is if he doesn't pitch the ninth, he's available perhaps tomorrow or Sunday, going just 10 pitches tonight. 2-1, Pineda squares, pulls back, pitches up. It's 3-1. Mendez leads off first. Corners are up. Here's the pitch. Pineda swinging away, and he takes ball 4. So after a leadoff infield single by Hendry Mendez, Leandro Pineda walks. First one issued by Santos. The fourth issued by Harrisburg pitching tonight, and that'll bring Robert Moore to the plate. And we're going to get a mound visit here. Rigo Beltran comes out. Senators, it appears, are starting to get somebody loose in the bullpen.
Fans, once again, take a moment to scan the QR code on the video board to place your bid on one of our Star Wars jerseys.
So we got Mendez on second, Pineda on first. No outs, top 9. Robert Moore is the batter. Moore is 0 for 3 tonight. Did reach once on a fielder's choice on an attempted suicide squeeze. That was a second mound visit for Harrisburg. So Moore, switch hitter, digs in from the left side. We'll see if he bunts. The corners are up. Middle's back. They'll try to turn 2 if he doesn't bunt. First pitch, he does square, and he gets it down. That's a beautiful bunt. First base line, charging Staley Fields, flips to Madej, covering the bag. Moore is out. Sacrifice successful, though. Mendez the third, Pineda the second. Sack 3-4 in the book for Moore. And that'll bring Luis Verdugo to the plate here. One of the best bunts we've seen Robert Moore lay down this season. So the infield comes up for Harrisburg. 1 out, second and third. First pitch, Verdugo takes outside 1-0. Was the 4th sacrifice bunt laid down by Moore this year. That leads Reading. See if it looms large here, the 1-0. Verdugo swinging a topper, foul, third base side. Close one there as Mendez and Wallace at third almost ran into one another. I think it would have hit Mendez in foul territory regardless. Seth Beer has entered the on-deck circle, so looks like whole pinch hit for Andrick Nava. Leonard Shields came out to argue. I think he was asking for maybe obstruction, but the ball was foul. So ball and a strike here to Verdugo, looking to get something deep in the air. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Fightin Phil's rep these situations in batting practice pretty much every day. Hitting coach Tom Slater says, runner on third, less than 2 outs. Either hard through the middle or deep in the air. Infield up, the 2-1. Verdugo swings, fouls it back, 2-2. You're just trying to do a job here for your Luis Verdugo. Hard through the middle or deep in the air. The outfield plays pretty much normal depth. Also, the MLB TV camera just had a shot here. Hendry Mendez has ripped pants, kind of like SpongeBob in that one episode from many years back. 2-2 and an out. Second and third, the runners tie game. The pitch. Verdugo swing and a fly ball towards right, shallow. Out Mide, De La Cruz in. Mide makes the catch over his shoulder. Mendez will tag, throw home is in time. They're going to say he's out. A double play. Mendez is out. Thought he may have gotten the hand in there, but Mide gets the assist, made the over-the-shoulder catch. Redding tested him. And Hendry Mendez is out at home. Redding's dugout can't believe it. But Junior Santos a pump of the fist after that. So pop out the second, 4-2 double play, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 9th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left for the Fightin Phils. We will head to the bottom half of the 9th inning, all tied up at 2 apiece. Bottom half of the 9th inning in a 2-2 ball game. New pitcher in for the Fightin Phils, their 4th arm of the night. It's Travis Kuhn. 16 appearances, 5-1, 4.03 ERA, 22 1/3 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, and 13 walks. Senators sent 6, 7, and 8 to the plate here in the inning. Murphy Staley is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Will lead off from the right side. First pitch home is over for a called strike. It's 0-1. So since he did not have his spot come up last inning, Andrick Nava still in the game. Seth Beer was on deck after Luis Verdugo. 0-1, misses down 1-1. Rough one for Kuhn on Tuesday night. Pitched the 10th inning. Excuse me, did not pitch the 10th inning. 1-1 is low and away for a ball. It's 2-1. Kuhn pitched the 8th inning on Tuesday night. Allowed 2 runs, suffered a blown save. 2-1, swung on, line drive, right field, base hit. So leadoff single for Murphy Staley. That puts the winning run on. And that'll bring Maxwell Romero Jr. to the plate here for the Senators.
Catcher, Maxwell Romero Jr.
Romero Jr. is up. Corner's up, squares the bunt. First pitch, you just missed that. It's a strike 0-1. 0 for 2 tonight, Romero. Has a strikeout, did walk and steal a bag his last time up. 0-1, squares again, and he swats at it foul. It's 0-2. It did hit him. Home plate umpire Davian Fry says it hit him in the box off the bat, so he will remain alive, but will become a hitter here. Verdugo will stay up at third. Anthony holds the runner at first. Moore deep, straight up at second. Miller shaded behind the bag at short. 0-2. Swinging a line drive down the right field line, fair towards the corner. Heading to third is Staley. He's going to get waved home. The cutoff throw is home, and it is not in time. And the Senators, for the third time this week, walk off the Fightin Phillies. After striking out 4 times last night, Maxwell Romero is the hero tonight with an RBI walk-off double down the right field line all the way into the corner. And the Senators are victorious in the most dramatic of fashions once again. Murphy Staley is the winning run for Harrisburg. He got mobbed at home plate, as did Maxwell Romero Jr. It will officially be a double for Romero to walk it off. 9th of the season, RBI number 24. And Harrisburg victorious tonight. A final score of 3-2. So we'll step aside for a moment. And when we come back, we'll have our post-game show here on the Fightin Phillies Radio Network. Harrisburg wins it tonight in walk-off fashion again, 3-2. Welcome into the White Star Tours post-game show here on the Fightin Phillies Radio Network. Jake Starr coming to you live from FNB Field as we wrap things up tonight. Reading falls in walk-off fashion for the 3rd time this week. Tonight it was a double from Maxwell Romero Jr. that he sent down the right field line into the corner. Pineda had a strong throw from right, and maybe if it was on the other side of the bag, Nava has more of a chance, but still nevertheless not much that Reading could do in that situation. So yeah, 3rd walk-off of the week, and it wasn't Carlos De La Cruz this time like it was on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Maxwell Romero Jr. actually got down 0-2 after he tried to bunt a couple of times, and I think he's glad he didn't make contact with any of those, and I'm sure the Harrisburg side is glad as well that that was the case. So take a look at how it all went down in tonight's ball game. I mean, not a lot of scoring to recap, really. Harrisburg struck with 2 runs in the third. Thomas hit by a pitch lead off the inning. Seaver King had an RBI single that scored Thomas, and then King eventually came around the score on a wild pitch, made it 2-0. In the fourth, Alex Pinellas led off with a walk. Keaton Anthony followed with his 4th home run of the season. Anthony extends his on-base streak to 22 games with that home run tonight. He was 1 for 4 overall. That was it. Gene Cabrera strong for Reading, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs both earned, a walk and 7 strikeouts. And for Harrisburg, went to the 9th inning. Well, Reading in the top of the 9th had some guys on, but the Senators with a man on third and 1 out. It was an over-the-shoulder catch by Kevin Madej at second base, and Hendry Mendez tried to tag up and score, but he was caught trying to go home, so that kept it 2-2. In the 9th, Murphy Staley led off with a single, poked the other way on a line drive to right. And then it was 2 strikes to Maxwell Romero Jr. after he tried to bunt a couple of times unsuccessfully. Then he lined a double down the right field line to give the Senators the win, scoring Murphy Staley. 3rd walk-off of the week for Harrisburg, and it's the 6th walk-off against Fightin Phillies this year. They have 3 for what it's worth. So that's how it all went down. 3-2 the final tonight. We'll step aside one final time. When we come back, we'll look at our totals, our out-of-town scores, and ahead to tomorrow when the White Star Tours post-game show rolls on after this on the Fightin Phillies Radio Network. Back here, final segment of tonight's postgame show. Jake Starr on the call, our White Star Tours postgame show. Appreciate you joining me tonight here from Harrisburg. Well, if Reading falling tonight, let's take a look at our totals for the evening. Reading with the loss, they dropped to 19-34 on the season. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 5 men left on base for the Fightin Phillies tonight. Senators the win, they improved to 27-28. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 6 left for the Senators. Santos gets the win. He's 3-2. Kuhn suffers the loss, 5-2. Couple of rough outings in a row for Travis Kuhn. Time of the game, 2 hours and 25 minutes. Played in front of a crowd of 5,646 here from FNB Field in Harrisburg. Take a look at our out-of-town scores here. We'll start with the Eastern League, then we'll look in the Phillies organization. In the Eastern League, Hartford and Portland suspended in the top of the 3rd tonight. Yargoats up 3-0. Richmond Erie tied at 2 in the top of the 10th. Chesapeake beat Akron 2-0 tonight in Ohio. Somerset leads Binghamton 6-4, bottom of the 8th inning. Patriots 6 outs away from snapping the Rumble Ponies' 12-game winning streak. Altoona, New Hampshire were postponed tonight. That'll be made up as part of a doubleheader tomorrow. Phillies 4-4 game, top of the 5th against the Pirates. Alan Rangel is in, making his big league debut. Iron Pigs fell big to Charlotte tonight, 14-2. Jersey Shore and Bowling Green got rained out in tonight's ball game. That will be made up tomorrow. Clearwater falls to Bradenton 13-3. DSL Phillies red, 1-4-1 against the DSL Yankees blue. DSL Phillies white, a 3-2 win over the DSL Rockies. And the Complex League Phillies, a 2-0 win in Dunedin today against the Complex League Blue Jays. So those are our out-of-town scores. Take a look ahead to tomorrow night, Game 5 of 6. Reading trails the series 3-1. Fightin Field's got to win the last 2 to split. Will Crow will get the ball for his 3rd start, 4th appearance with Reading. It'll be Bryce Conley, first time the RFL see him this year to get the ball for Harrisburg. 6 o'clock first pitch will be on the air at 5:45. Tommy McCullum, who had another excellent outing tonight, will be our pregame guest. Once again, 5:45 on the air on 830 WEEU.com. Well, that'll do it tonight from Harrisburg as the fireworks fly here over FNB Field. And with that, we'll say have a great rest of your Friday night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow at 5:45 right here on the Fightin Phil's Radio Network.